What? Sucks?
Ay, juice pa rin. It has bitterness in it. That's why.
Out here in Ehime, it's some Ehime Mikan. That's some real juice. Alright guys, so in this video, I just want to talk about this recent trip that my wife and I went to. We went to 3 major areas. We went to Matsuyama, Fukuoka, and Hiroshima. Oh, sorry, we went to Matsuyama, Hiroshima, and then we ended with Fukuoka. So in this video, I just wanted to go through it. And I realized like this is something that I'm definitely just, experimenting with, but so far, or with how I've planned this video out, it seems like I found something that I like. So as I've been living here in Japan, I've gotten to really enjoy videography and photography. Like, this is just a hobby. I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna pay me to do any of this for them, but you'll never know. Let's see. But yeah, so just for the rest of this video, I'll be going in and out just to talk about some of the photos or some of the videos that happened in our vacation. And I guess this is primarily, of course, I'm posting this on YouTube right now, but I guess this is primarily for future me, and me and my wife can just keep on rewatching videos of this. And of course, I've been making family videos as well. I send that to family. So yeah, I think hopefully 2 things to come out of this video: that you guys enjoy seeing these photos, like you enjoy it for yourself, and hopefully it inspires you to document more stuff happening in and around your life, so whether that be a vacation or daily life. So yeah, this one's gonna be about one of our recent vacations. So yeah, so again, we landed here at Matsuyama Airport, and the moment you land here you'll see that there are basically different mascots of oranges everywhere. There's the cute one, and you just previously saw like the cool one, but yeah, it's all about oranges. And you can see at the start of this entire video, my wife and I, Margaret, we were trying out their fresh orange juice that came out of faucet, which is pretty weird. We've never seen anything like that. It was pretty expensive, 400 for such a small cup. I liked it. Margaret didn't like it because it was a bit too bitter. But this character, this green one, I forgot his name, but yeah, he's pretty cool. Had to take a picture with him. And then the first place that we went to after the airport was this one, Hokkaido Shotengai. And then we were greeted by these 2 beautiful dogs. Like, I guess they just knew that I was pointing a camera at them. And this was from far away. I had like a decent zoom lens at this time. It was really cool. And this is one of the main transports of Matsuyama. There's like this tram. And yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's a bit weird for me coming from somebody who lives in Tokyo, because you rarely see something like this. And the system of, in the middle of their main street, you see these platforms, and I think this next photo also, you see this platform and just in the middle of the road, people waiting there. But I guess that's the norm, because we did see this in Hiroshima as well. So maybe in that part of Japan, trams are really the way to go. And I'm sorry to this guy that I took a photo of him while he was yawning, but it was a good shot. I didn't even plan to do it. And I was really happy with this photo, because I just like, hey, these are like 2 kids, I guess like young adults biking, then they're smiling. So I was hoping that I can get a good shot of them, and thankfully it was a pretty decent looking shot. And then yeah, this is the entrance or inside Hokkaido. Oh, what happened to this one? Anyway, I guess there's a mix there. Anyway, so this is the inside of Hokkaido Shotengai. Really simple place, nothing fancy about this area at all, as you can see. But yeah, it's pretty wide. I really liked how wide it was there. And then this is the first meal we had. I can't read the name of this place. I'm gonna put the name up right here. But this was pretty good. One of the best ramens that we've ever had so far. I was eating it like crazy. So this is how it looked like, and this is how it looked like afterwards. Like, I enjoyed it so much that this is, I mean, of course, as much as possible, I'll try to finish everything that's in front of me, like the food that's given to me that I buy. I try to, of course, respect the chef, and of course, it only makes sense to finish it. But look at this bowl; it's super clean. Really enjoyed it. And then afterwards, we went to this cafe run by this. I'm assuming that, yeah, they're married. The husband, the one on the right, he's the one that's preparing all the meals and all the coffee itself. And then the wife is the one that's going to actually bust it out. Pretty cute. Pretty good coffee. I'm becoming more of an iced coffee person because it's no longer winter. It's getting a bit hotter, so I do prefer some iced coffee. Excited? This feels so dangerous. So, one thing that I want to mention in these series of photos before I forget is that this felt really dangerous. I mean, of course, it was safe, but it just felt dangerous because I could really feel, or maybe it was like my pants that day, because I was sliding the whole time, so I really had to like adjust myself time to time during this ride. But it's pretty fun. As you can see, this is a one-seater. Back in Takao or Mount Takao or Takao-san, Margaret and I, like for 3 or 4 times already, we've been up there, and the chairlift that we had at that time was always like a 2-seater. This one just is a 1-seater, and it felt really dangerous. And in speaking of the danger, there's a lot of staff, like of course that's helping you ride and of course helping you get off. There's this one instance, we were in the middle of the ride, and then we heard a loud shout from one of the staff, and they said like stop or like tomare or something like that. And yeah, the whole ride stopped. We don't know why, but I guess it can be assumed that somebody made a mistake or had a small accident getting in or getting off the machine. So yeah, it was safe, but you just had to be very careful. I had, camera gear, so I was really, really scared to like make a mistake, because I was like, you saw that I had the 360 camera, etc. So I was really trying to be careful. So I didn't move as much as I wanted or take more shots, but it is what it is. And we got up here. This is again Matsuyama Castle. Really, really good views of the entire city. And just the sunlight today was just great. It was really nice to all of us. Photos here, I think they were pretty clean. Just a nice vibe overall. Like people are just having fun eating. And this is not gonna be the first, or this is not the only photo of a bird in this video. Recently, it's been fun to just take photos of birds, like crows, pigeons, swans. You'll see that later. But it's just interesting. So it made me realize, oh wow, bird watching can actually be pretty fun. So let's see how that goes for us moving forward. Because it's just really fun to observe birds and taking photos of them. And then yeah, of course the sakura there was really nice. And in the castle there were like nice window holes, so we were just playing around with taking photos through the window to see nice shots there. And then in the castle grounds, they had this like one restaurant. This dango was one of the best dango I've ever had. There are 3 flavors, so we got the anko, the miso, and I'm forgetting this. I feel really disappointed because this was my favorite one, and yet I'm forgetting the name, because I think it's called mitarashi or something like that, because it's my first time to try it, and it was my favorite of all time. I just forgot it. I'll put the name up there. It was really good. Got some nice soba as well, or udon after. And then from the castle grounds, we had this nice long walk towards our hotel. Really open area here. Yeah. And towards our hotel, we spotted this swan, because surrounding the castle is like a moat, and of course I think each corner of the moat there were stationed swans to be there, so it's really weird, but I guess that's how it is. And we took so many photos trying to figure out, or like try to find the best angle, best timing, and everything. I think we took around 40 to 50 photos of this one bird, And I think this is my favorite one right here, because it's a nice pose. He wasn't like grooming himself or whatsoever. But yeah, I think this is a really nice photo. And the fact that, you know, it took so long, I do feel proud about this one. And next up, this is the next day. Yeah, we went towards Shimonada Station. This was primarily because this bench is known, yeah, there you can see Shimonada Station. This bench is known as to be like a very photogenic spot. Like everyone is doing exactly the same photos, same poses on the bench, taking turns. Everyone was very respectful about this. It was nice to see people having the same goal. Like, of course, everyone wants to line up or wants to sit down, but there was a nice line, and people were just, you know, obeying the rules. It's just really cool. Of course, we had to get photos of ourselves here as well. And then right across the station was this nice like coffee truck, food truck. Of course, they had oranges as well, but we got coffee, and the coffee was really good as well because we got a nice view of the ocean. People just having a nice chill time, so it was just really nice and chill. And because it's, you know, out in the like provincial areas with a nice ocean view, of course there's going to be a lot of bikers, and there are so many cool big bikes around the area. This is the station itself. It's basically just a, you know, a shed. Yeah, pretty nice area. And one thing, like as we were walking around, like one thing I've been getting into is taking photos of cars. And there's a really nice car that passed by. I was like trying to see if I can get good photos of it. Yeah, I think these are pretty decent as well. And this guy just suddenly posed across the street, and I guess somebody else was taking a photo of him, maybe his daughter or wife or whatever, but I decided to take a photo of him as well.
It's a video, huh?
As you saw, we made somewhat of a long walk from Shimonada Station to Urusumi Kanono Fields. It was pretty nice a walk because, of course, we were like by the ocean the entire time, and like good views of all the cars passing by. But of course, the main reason why we went there was for all those yellow flowers that you saw. It just so happens that by that area it was this like staircase down to this nice spot for a good photo. It was really cool here. And of course, yeah, we took so many photos. I wasn't, because I'm still pretty terrible at taking photos, especially with adjusting all those settings. Until this day, I still don't understand it. I just tried to make it look nice. So yeah, we took photos of her in front of the fields. It's really nice, I think. And of course, a lot of people were doing the same thing. Families were there, groups of friends were there, having a fun time. So it was really cool. And then, yeah, I saw this one yellow car. I was like, wow, yellow car, yellow fields. I was trying to take a good photo of it, but I think this is just pretty plain. I mean, of course, I think this one could have been a lot better. But the funny thing is that when the trains passed by, my settings weren't great for like moving objects. So this train was moving pretty slow, but in this shot it looks like it's like speeding through. So I guess I just wanted to include it in this video because I think it's funny. And then yeah, we're trying out here with the 360 camera. One thing here, it's not that obvious, but it was pretty bright. So you can see Margaret having a hard time looking at the camera because it was pretty bright. I'm not looking at the camera as well. But yeah, this is like a good idea of how it felt like when we were there. We were literally surrounded by like millions of, I'm assuming, canolas? Is that what you call this flower? But it was a really nice experience to just be there. And of course, we made the long walk back to Shimonada Station here. One thing I really wanted to mention here in this video is that if ever you're watching this and you feel interested to go towards Shimonada Station and go to those fields, this train or the schedule of these trains, they're really like spread out so far apart from each other. So you have to be careful. You always have to check the maps on what time your next slot is because it's like an hour or two in between each other. So you have to watch out. But anyway, I included this screenshot of the maps to talk about Dogo Onsen. So for you guys that don't know, this is probably one of the most famous, or maybe the most famous onsen in Japan, because it's the one that's inspired by Spirited Away. So when we got there, yeah, it was super touristy. Again, nothing wrong with that. It's just that it was too crowded that it just ruined the fun. And of course, that happens from time to time. Maybe the season we went to. Of course, it's not anyone's fault. It's just, you know, how tourism works. But when we went to this one, the Dogo Onsen main building, because I wanted to, you know, shower, take a bath there, the line was crazy. I think it was like 40, maybe like 30 to 40 people lining up outside. So I didn't go to it. Instead, I went to the other one here on the left, the Dogo Onsen Annex, which is like a newer building. I forgot, it's a few years old, not even a decade for sure. Yeah, it was still pretty cool, but so there was no line to enter it, thankfully. But when I got there, it was so full. They just had one big bath, but it was full. Like, it was so full that there were people naked lining up to enter the only tub of naked men. So honestly, vibe-wise, of course, it's still nice to always go for a bath or go for an onsen, but it's I guess it wasn't the best timing, that's for sure. But yeah, again, if you're asking, they do allow tattoos, so I do have tattoos, and a lot of the people or foreigners there had tattoos too. So I guess because of how rare that is, it's something nice to take advantage of. But again, since we were in Matsuyama, or Ehime, very famous for their oranges, we went to this one area that allowed like an orange juice flight. And it was nice. They had like a dozen faucets of different kinds of oranges, and there's a lot of kinds. It's not just an orange. There's like so many types, different flavors of sweetness or acidity. So we got these 5: Ryokan, Harihime, Yukihyokan, Ehime Kashi Dai 48go, which is a weird name, but I guess, you know, they're very specific. And the last one is going to be Shironuhi. So we tried all 5. Margaret and I wanted to rank it separately. Like, we wanted to rank it in our own notes, which one is our favorites. And this was our rating. So her number 1 was the Ryokan. Mine was the Edokashi Yonju Hachigo. Yeah, 48. Really different preferences. So that's the funny thing, because I thought that we'd have the exact same ones, but turns out we're really different. Yeah, so I guess if you guys do go to something like this, it'll be a fun thing to do, to like compare like which ones you think would be your favorites or which one would you not prefer, right? So it's just fun to do. So in this photo, this is the view from our hotel. It's our first time to try out an APA hotel. I guess, you know, I'm just gonna say it, for our experience of that APA, it was for me, it was really terrible. The hotel itself looked okay, but the bathroom that we had smelled like really terrible, like tobacco, like smoking, like cigarettes. And we were in a non-smoking floor, but I guess the ventilation they had was just off. So really, really terrible. Like my asthma and of course, and everything just felt really, I was really disgusted with that hotel. Again, it's probably just that branch or that floor. I'm not gonna say that that's how all APA hotels are, but that's how it was for us. And then next day, we had to go towards the ferry terminal because we were ending our first leg of our trip. We were in again Matsuyama, and we had to go to Hiroshima. So from the central area or central of Matsuyama, we had to go towards the ferry. And on the way to the ferry, we were like taking this another ocean walk. I just wanted to take photos of all these cars, these boats, these motorcycles. It was just nice. Like all the vehicles just had a nice vibe to them. So I was like, I'll take as many photos as I can. Everything was really cute and like small. People were just having a nice time jogging around. And of course, not a lot of people were going around because I guess it was pretty early that day, but the vibe of that neighborhood was so simple, so nice. So it was nice to just take our time, go around. And then of course we got that actual terminal. Yeah, just waiting here for our ride. So one thing I want to talk about, so I'll just pause right now. There are two main ferries that you can take from Matsuyama to Hiroshima. The first option is this. This is the speed ferry or the speed jet, whatever they call it. And the other one is the slower one. This one is around 8,000 yen per person, and it's gonna take you like a much faster time, like roughly an hour or a bit over an hour. But that's not the option we went for. We went for the slower ferry, and it was 5,000 yen, so it was roughly 3,000 yen cheaper per person. But it's going to take much longer. But we still decided to do that because we saw that the ferry itself was much bigger. We can do a lot more as opposed to this ferry. I mean, of course, this one looks pretty cool, but it's just, you just sit down, not much to really see, but you see more of what I'm talking about later. Yeah, it's just a really nice area to be in. So yeah, just the weather was just really nice to us that day. So thankfully, it was just nice to see everything surrounding the area. And once again, one thing that you'll notice if you're in, I guess, rural Japan or not, not Tokyo, Osaka, basically not Tokyo, not Osaka, not Yokohama, not those main cities. One thing that you're going to immediately feel, and this is of course the sad truth, is that you're going to feel much younger. I'm in my 30s, I'm in my early 30s right now, and I believe in this entire terminal, my wife and I were probably like the youngest people apart from this one 10-year-old kid. I think like everyone else was much older than us, and that's just the truth that, it's the aging population, especially in rural Japan. But yeah, so the time of our ferry was, coming up, and we just had to go towards the area, towards the boarding gates. And this guy, one-man team, pulled in our ferry. And this is it. As you can see a big zoom out right here. Boom. This is our ferry. This is again the bigger one, the slower one, but it is the bigger one because the first ferry, I mentioned a while ago, was just a passenger ferry. This one, so it allows like motorcycles, cars, trucks to also join the ride towards Hiroshima. You see here. Boom. Also surprised, like damn, you can like put that size of a truck inside the ferry. You can see like regular cars coming out as well. Yeah, so again, this is us leaving Matsuyama on the way to Hiroshima. Yeah. And you'll see why, like, we were actually really happy with our choice that we didn't go for the faster ferry and that we ended up choosing this one, the slower one. It's a really, really nice environment. Nice to just be in. And this is it. It was like way better than we expected. Of course, it's way better than just a regular boat. It's like, it feels like a cruise, but not really. Actually, no, I'll say it. It did feel like a cruise. like a relatively first class cruise because all the seats are nice. Then the windows were great, and just the environment, the interior. Like honestly, this is in our entire trip. This is probably one of my highlights. See, look at that. There's a nice eating area as well. There's lots of space to walk around and just explore. And this guy just chilling. Man, I just really watching this footage just makes me want to go back again because again the weather was perfect for us. This is actually one of the back rooms of the ferry. If you wanted like the rear view, it's pretty cool. Not much people were here because I guess everyone wanted to be in front of the boat, and there's just like one old couple that was here at the back because I guess they knew that it was much quieter, so they went here. And then we decided to be here in the upper decks, get the feel of the wind. You can see Margaret's hair. It was really windy that day. And they're trying it out with the 360 camera now. I'm still obviously not good at it, but here trying it out. Here's me thinking that you can hear me despite all the wind. Stupid. But yeah, walking up the stairs right now, and this is like the uppermost deck where people were taking photos as well. So yeah, just overall, like such a good environment, such a good sight to see. I was smiling at this one. Peace. Whoa. And of course, just another old couple taking photos. It's just really sweet to see that they're using a selfie stick. Like that's fun. That's fun to see. Like a 70, 80-year-old couple using a selfie stick. All right, so this is one thing I wanted to end in this video, is that in our entire trip, right now, of course, if at the top of my head, I think what she was ordering right now for us was probably the best thing I've had in the entire trip. But I'll show you guys that in the next video. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hopefully this convinces you to try to subscribe and look forward to the Hiroshima video. And just here as a last shot, this is what you can expect in that Hiroshima video, is that we're gonna go to Miyajima Island. So this is probably one of the most famous shots of Japan because you can see this torii gate in the middle of the ocean. There's like good views, and the island itself is just really fantastic. So yeah, those are the first leg of our vacation in Matsuyama in Ehime. So I'll be working on the second video like soon after this one, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this style of video. I know it's a bit different compared to others, but it was really fun to make, and it was obviously really fun to go on this trip. And I look forward to having more trips in the future as well. See you guys in the next video.